My 39th birthday present was a diagnosis of glaucoma from my ophthalmologist, and there was no warning before that. I was actually there as a result of my PCP. After the diagnosis, when I was told that eye drops every morning, every night was basically going to be the path for the rest of my life. That was the only avenue as far as the conventional medical lookout was concerned, and if those stopped working, then we were going to be facing a surgery situation, and I was dead set on avoiding any type of invasive surgery relating to my eyesight. I then went looking for any and all avenues I could find to address the glaucoma, and one of those that was suggested to me was acupuncture. I think over the phone I really responded to the credentials that Robert had, and some of that I obviously knew going into it from my research, but the more he told me about his experiences both here and the travels that he's undertaken to Japan to get further study, particularly around the non-insertive acupuncture, then that was very reassuring. I think also the outlook that he has on life seemed to resonate with my own, that it is about looking after the body, mind and spirit, rather than purely a symptom-based approach. The main comparisons that I would make from the acupuncture that I've had previously relate to the non-insertive piece, which, while I don't understand the science behind it, I do feel that it certainly puts me in a more relaxed state, and I know the feeling of wellness I have at the end of each session. Secondly, Robert stays there in the room the entire time throughout the treatment, and often there are questions that'll come into my mind during that time, and I know I can ask them and have the answer instantly. The pressure that I had when I first had my diagnosis was 28 in both eyes. Now, to give you a sense, a normal pressure of a healthy individual without glaucoma is in the low teens, let's call it 12. The intraocular pressure is the main read there. That number now, instead of being in the high 20s, now oscillates down around the mid-teens, and the most recent check that I had was actually 12. When the ophthalmologist saw that I had 12 in both eyes, their reaction literally was a question, is this real? And now, having experienced acupuncture with Robert, then I know how tailored his treatments are to specifically not just the issue at hand, but what's causing that issue, the underlying problems that he can also address, which will mean the symptom goes away by virtue of taking care of the other problems that are there in the first place. So it really is it's a holistic approach to health. Specifically when you work with Robert, you're getting the acupuncture and the other knowledge that he brings to the table.